Alright. How we going, savages? Can you hear me? Mick, I'll find the links, mate. Don't worry about it. How we looking? Are we alright? Can people see me and shit? By the way, you notice I'm rocking the Cigato Bullshito shirt today. Bullshito artist. How is this sound? Can someone give me a fucking, well, I shouldn't swear, sorry. Can someone give me a bit of a sound check on what's going on? What's going on, War Pig? Hope everyone's got their glasses ready. Whatever else your tipple may be. Mayhem, how are you, brother? Travis, good to see you, my friend. A lot of you guys I'd recognise as OGs. Like I said last week, I may not have mentioned you all, but Travis, Mayhem, Mick, a lot of you guys are old school. Ricochet as well. Humongous, obviously. Humongous is one of the OOGs. He was the first winner of a t-shirt. And which reminds me, Alexandria Henry, it's coming for you, bro. Just be patient with me. I know all of you probably don't give a shit, but I was in, my missus was in hospital for uterary stones. And kidney infection. So that's been my last 4 or 5 days. Hence why there hasn't been a release of anything. So please bear with me. But I forgot where I was going. Like I'm pretty high. I'm not gonna lie. And we're into the Samsung again. But I think I was talking about Humongous being an OG supporter. But yeah, there's been a bit of radio silence the last few days. So I've been busy with the missus. But I will be back making videos. Now, before we get into the little watch-along, I just want to make a couple of announcements. One, OG and Bullshito Master, that's right. How are you, Richter? Detroit Rock City here. Speak only of our Lord and Master. I like it. Yeah, thanks, Humongous. It is one of those things, mate. It's been a rough month. It is what it is. We all got to put up with shit in life. I'm no different than any of you guys, obviously. But, no, she's better now. She's healing up. It's just been like I said, between my my cousin who was more like my brother passing at 44, and I'm 41. YouTube a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago decided to take his shit all over me. I'm taking it as a way to improve. You know what I mean? Looking forward to improve. So I've ditched. This channel is going to be just for Bullshito and Seagal. I believe that the algorithm, or all that kind of bullshit, is probably confused by me doing videos about a bunch of other random shit like balloons. So purely for the entertainment factor of trying to keep the fucking algorithm happy, I'm going to do Seagal and Bullshito shit on this channel. And I've got the second channel, thanks Romero. I've got the second channel where I'm going to be doing all my other random shit about balloons and ironing, Australian ironing, and you know, there's going to be a video about a bunch of other random stuff coming. So I'm going to do that on my Gravy Seal channel, which some of you have subscribed to, some of you haven't. I enjoy making videos. I do. I love it. Don't get me wrong. That was the whole reason why I started this, was for shits and giggles. And it is nice to try and make money from it as well, so your hard work is rewarded. But I mean, ultimately, if I was doing this for money, I'm in the wrong fucking industry. Given that I live in Thailand, though, I don't need a lot of money, and it was sufficient before. But now YouTube's just taking a shit all over me, so I'm trying to do what I got to do to try and, you know, earn some kind of income in terms, as well as making videos that hopefully people get a little bit of a chuckle out of, if nothing else. Gravy Seal. Nah, Gravy Seal is another channel I've got, mate. Let's see if I can fucking... I don't know if you... I'm assuming you guys can see everything that's on the screen, right? So, I've got a few different channels. One of them got deleted. Got removed by... yeah, so, there's a channel called Gravy Seal. I don't know how to actually... I could probably try and find it on YouTube somewhere. We're going to watch this documentary in a moment, by the way. If anyone is interested, I basically post shorts of things that I find interesting. Like today, there was, unfortunately, chimpanzees beating the hell out of a raccoon. It is what it is. It's unfortunate, but thanks, Humongous. I appreciate it, brother. Yeah, so this channel here, Sensei Gravy Seal, is where I just post the stuff that I deleted a lot of the old videos off my channel because I heard that YouTube the algorithm can fuck around if you confuse it. So I'm trying not to. So I'm trying to keep this to Seagalian Bullshito and keep the other channel. So that today I had a video about this. We'll watch this. Why not?
This is what happens when you wander into the wrong neighborhood. It's not just humans that fuck up and stroll somewhere they shouldn't be. Somehow this raccoon ended up in an enclosure, and I'm pretty sure
it was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
If anyone doesn't want to see a raccoon getting a little bit of an ass whooping, I suggest you turn away. But this is what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'm in Thailand, STJ. That's correct, my man. I'm in Thailand at the moment. And YouTube was allowing me to be here. It's not a lot. I mean, I make fuck all from YouTube, if I'm being real. Like, obviously working in Australia, I made a lot more. But I prefer the life here. After my cousin passed away, I thought, what's worth more? Working 9 to 10 hours a day to buy shit I don't need? Or should I just go over here, come back to my girlfriend who I met, who is a perfect, has the perfect characteristics for me, and live my life? Or should I go and run on a hamster wheel in the hopes of buying things to set up a future that I might not even get to? So look, I know the balance is hard, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to come over here. YouTube was allowing me to do that because it's minimal money, but it's enough in Thailand, until about 2 weeks ago where they just really shit all over me. So, but yeah, anyway, sorry, back to the video.
Basically smack him around a little before one chimp goes full berserker and spins a raccoon around before tossing him like a rag doll. Actually, a lot of them swing this raccoon around like a piece of string, but the little bugger never gives in. He tries to escape a couple of times, but the chimps ain't having that. They clobber him, toss him around a little more before dragging him off to his inevitable demise. I love how the little girls
I just saw your message, STJ. Hey, mate, email me, STJ. Email me, mate. Just go into my contacts and email me.
Standing there watching, and her parents don't have a problem with that. A reminder to watch where you be walking and not to mess around.
Does he have to be filming now?
So this channel is just where I post random things. Tutorial slave. Prior to losing my job for not getting vaccinated, I was a manager of a FMCG, fast-moving consumable goods store, like a supermarket, if you will. And then that happened. I lost my job in COVID, and someone encouraged me to make some videos because they said I can talk some shit and I have some funny things to say sometimes. And I started making a YouTube channel, and here we are. So right now my day job is literally making YouTube videos. But prior to that, I was in management for most of my life. Management and sales. Can't you tell the man's in Thailand? Yeah. I am kind of in the kitchen, bro. Like, it's not really the kitchen. How do I see this shit when I'm filming? So, the kitchen's there. I'll turn it over so you can see it. One moment. I hope you can all see me and hear me and shit. So, the kitchen is like there, and it's just an apartment, mate. I'm not no wheeler and dealer. I'm just a bloke who likes making videos and lives a simple life and is very opinionated and talks shit. No, I didn't get the jab, mate, because I didn't feel comfortable. It's simple as that. No one's going to tell me what to do if I don't feel comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's Jesus or fucking God himself. Thanks, Don. I appreciate that. Each to their own. Everyone had to make their own decisions. I'm not going to judge anybody for what they did. Everyone had to make their own choices here. But for me, I didn't like the way it was pushed on me. It was mandated. So I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and we were the most locked down city in the world for over a year. Literally, we had curfews from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. I had to carry around a fucking piece of paper, like a permit, like you see in V for Vendetta, to say that I was allowed to be out at night if the police pulled me over. And funnily enough, no one admitted to actually making that decision afterwards. In hindsight, everyone kind of just denies having any association with these decisions. But it is what it is. I made my choice. I got to live with it. And I was fine with it until, like I said, about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, when YouTube decided to do a different kind of thing. So look, while I'm in Thailand, obviously I can go back to Australia if I need to and start working in whatever. I've got friends in many different industries that can, help me work if I needed to. I don't love being in Australia at the moment. It's very expensive. The culture's changed a lot. The people have changed a lot. Not just our, it's not our PM. It was our what was it? Premier, Daniel Andrews at the time, Kim Jong Dan as we called him. So it is what it is, people. I mean, I can't. Just like YouTube, I don't make the decisions. I'm at their behest. I've got to do whatever YouTube tells me to do, and I've got to play by their rules because it's unfortunate, but they've got a monopoly on stuff. Up until, like I said, about a week ago, and I'm happy to show you guys if you think I'm all talking out of my ass. And I get it, because at some point, people will get over what you do. Like I said, people will get over. This is the last 90 days, so you can see how the last 90 days have gone for me. I've got nothing to hide. It's full transparency. I'm just a dickhead making videos. You have your ups and downs, like it's, 10,000, 15,000, on a good day, 20,000. I've had moments where I've had videos go really viral. If you go back to the last 365 days, for example. Maintenance, shit. So if you go to the last 365 days, a year ago, in April, I was getting 7,000, 8,000 on a shitty day, yeah? Like a shitty day. Down to 4, and you're talking about a year ago when I would have had none of the subs I've got now. And then I got a few booms, boom, like I had a few viral videos, and then shit again, 15, 20, up again 100, ebbs and flows. And then we get to now, and I'm down to literally 1,000 views, 1,200, today was my verse, 1,293, this is the least I've had. That is literally about 60 an hour. And you're going back to, I mean, it is what it is, tough shit. I'm complaining about it, but I can't do anything about it. It's the subs that I find fascinating, how it goes from, 70, 50, 50, 50, 40 to like -5, -4, literally just being... And again, maybe I'm not in the algorithm sweet spot. You got to do what you got to do. What the hell's a patch? Who's that? Fucking, what's a patch humongous? Is that some kind of fucking... Away a drunken zombie? Drunk zombie. What happened to drunken zombie? Anyway, enough about this shit. It is what it is. You've got to keep moving forward. So, if anyone interested, there's a second channel called Gravy Seal, which I just post anything that's not Seagal related. I'll release all these at some point. Some of you may have seen them, some of you may haven't. And I just release random shorts, like a praying mantis and a hornet fighting each other. Just in case anybody's interested in watching a praying mantis.
Humans generally only fight against each other. We don't fight other animals because we simply annihilate them with weapons. It's not even a fight. Insects don't have that luxury and are often mauled by a completely different species. Like when this man...
So anyway, it's this kind of shit, yeah? Basically, I get videos that I find interesting and I talk over it. So... What the fuck are you all talking about? I like that, Polifarians. Alright, so anyway, today's video, we've talked enough shit. Today's video, we're gonna watch... By the way, cheers to everybody. I've got the old Samsung here again. We'll roll up a... We've got this for medicinal purposes later. I mean, that's another reason why I love Thailand. You can basically do what you want here. And as long as you don't bring the country into disrepute, talk bad about the king, or do any kind of stupid shit against other people, you can do what you want. It's a free country. It doesn't suit everybody, but it's a free country. It's an interesting thing, Dong Turbo. I don't know if you're talking to me, but... anyway, okay. Now, how many of you have actually seen this video, The Path Beyond Thought? This was done in 2001. where
Martial arts then...
I won't start it yet. This was done in 2001. It's a bunch of people talking about Seagal. Well done, Mick. Thanking Paul. Alright, so this is again, is people that think that a big dog is worthy of making a video about, a documentary about. You've seen it, Don? I have seen a beer. Nice job, STG. Samsung, man. I used to drink the old Smirnoff, but Samsung's literally half the price, so I thought, why not? All right, well, hit me up, Don Turbo. Send me an email, mate. If you got a plan, send me an email. So if anyone needs treated pine for construction, also let me know. I've got a nice contact for that. Totally legitimate and paperwork, but you need liquidity. Yeah, everyone needs money, mate. I'm a simple man, but everyone needs money. Anyway, all right, let's get into the documentary now because we're all here for Seagal. We're not here to listen to me talk shit. That's part of it, but we're here to watch the hot dog, the big dog, the sausage finger, go about his business. You need to put the bread flowing, dog. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, Don. Sounds good, STJ, SJD. What's going on, Sean? How are you, my friend? Morning for you. It's 2 a.m. for me here. It's telling me that I'm live on my emails. Alright, let's do it. Just to start off with, Steamroller Productions. That's Sensei Sausage Finger's own actual brand, production company. It's still in existence, now just used for laundering money. Also, let me know how we're going with the audio, by the way.
Like many young boys, I was probably drawn to the martial arts for all the wrong reasons. But as fate would have it, I was very, very blessed by finding the right teachers. This quickly changed my life and the quality of my life by understanding the laws of cause and effect and how they impact other people.
Hey, sorry. We're just going to go back for a second. I don't know if I can zoom in on that. But just look how, where is it? Damn it. I want to find a photo of him.
I was very, very blessed.
I want to find a photo of him looking like a giant amongst a bunch of short Asian people.
By finding the right teachers. This quickly changed my life and the quality of my life by understanding the laws of cause and effect and how they impact other people.
Right there. That's the golden photo right there. Of a bunch of short Asian people and the big lug who's like 6... Actually, the guy in front of him is pretty tall because Seagal's 6'5" odd, so that dude's doing alright. This guy here, this Asian fella.
Martial arts then became a path to cultivate compassion and understanding and help me realize how we can all help one another. Then and only then, Aikido became a perfect vehicle to develop the physical self and the spiritual man simultaneously. It got to the point in my life where anyone I would meet, I would always look at them and understand that this person is my mother, my father, my brother, my sister, all my family.
Hey, you gotta love the dramatic music, as if this shit's actually something that anyone wants to watch and it's gonna be a cinematic masterpiece. You got fucking dramatic music going on. Fucking, it's like an Avengers movie.
You never know how long the battle's gonna be. You always have to be ready.
Alright, can we all agree that, let's be real, his stamina and endurance is not going to last longer than about fucking 2 minutes. Let's be real. I mean, this line sounds good. It sounds great, but are we all thinking that he's really going to last 5-minute rounds like a UFC? No, he's not. I mean, he's not. Thanks, Imi's Yayo guy. He's not fighting long.
My name is Ben Dang, and I've been studying with Steven Seagal Sensei, or Taka Sensei, for around 14 years now.
My name is Larry Reynosa, and I've been training with Sensei Steven Seagal since 1983.
名前は大久文康です。合気道はもう13年目になりますね。
I discovered Seagal Sensei in the late 70s in Japan. I went to Japan to find an...
That dude's name is Craig Dunn. Craig Dunn is not the name of a fucking sensei. I don't care if he's a black belt or an 8th Dan black belt. You can't be a sensei with the name Craig Dunn. That's just fact.
Aikido teacher, and then I went and saw his dojo in Osaka, and I was thoroughly impressed. But I was a little concerned about the idea of coming 13,000 miles to study with an American. I was looking for practical, so ultimately I went back to Seagal Sensei's Tenshin Dojo.
I'll never forget the first day I met him because he was wearing a plaid shirt, blue jeans, cowboy boots, and had very long sideburns.
名前は辻村美穂と申します。合気道歴は
Alright, everyone in the chat, give me a 1 if you think he banged her at some point. Let's be real. That's not his wife. I just want a 1 if you think that he tried, or if he tried to, or he actually did play with this lady at some point. Just tried to. Just give me a 1 if you think he tried to destroy her.
10年です。
I had a friend, he said, oh, you gotta go to Steven Seagal. He's this American guy who went to Japan and trained over there and got really high ranking, and he came back here and he has a school.
My name's Garrett Green. I study Aikido.
This motherfucker's name is Garrett Green. Hold on, let's just...
Back here he has a school.
My name's Garrett.
Alright. I don't know what's a showdown black belt. Can someone tell me what a showdown black belt is? I don't know all the bullshit technical terms. But who the fuck calls their kid Garrett? What is a Garrett? Someone tell me what a Garrett is. Anyone? What is a Garrett? I'm not dissing this guy. Well, I am. Because his name's fucking Garrett.
Green. I study Aikido for about the last 10 years. First impression, as I'm sure most people say, he's very big. He's very tall. Big hands and
centered.
A presence that, you know, even somebody that doesn't study Aikido can feel.
There was a magnificence about him as well.
He was one of the first Anglos to be given credentials to teach Aikido in Japan.
When he would walk in, he'd feel someone entered the room.
Just because he's 6'5" and probably looked at every single girl as soon as he walked in the fucking room is like stalker eyes. That's why.
Spoke. When he shook your hand, when he looked into your eyes, there was an incredible truth there. And immediately I was interested.
Alright. Okay, so I didn't even know this was coming up. My first impression of Take Sensei was that I felt closer and more friendly towards him than I expected. They most definitely banged at some point. There was some sort of fornication going on. Let's be real. And he definitely smells. They banged for sure. I mean, look at that. That's her words. She felt closer to him. I mean, that's Seagal.
なんですか、そういう遠い存在的な感じはしなかったっていう感じですか。
I reckon you bang Garrett as well, funky. I reckon you fucking bang Garrett as well, mate. What's going on there, dude? How are you, brother? You're right, you definitely got flagged. If you pay attention, here he's showing us how to manhandle someone 1/4 of his size if they run at you with their arms out, which is a crucial component of if someone attacks you. Now, again, I'm no martial arts expert. I've done my little bit of boxing, kickboxing, and jiu-jitsu. But if someone runs at you with their arms out, this is the way to deal with it. Forget about all that practical training. This is the way to deal with it. The key is to point at your nose or the area where you want your attacker to hit you, because that way you can actually block it if you don't point where you want them to hit you, they might actually hit you, and that's not a good way to block it. So just keep that in mind. Point. When someone attacks you, tell them where you want them to hit you. That's crucial to all this, yeah?
I feel like I was very fortunate. I was in the right place at the right time. Tenshin Dojo is in Osaka, in Juso. Juso is outside, it's on the outskirts of Osaka. The dojo population was probably 3/4 Japanese, 1/4 European and Australian.
What the fuck is talking about Australians? What's Australians got to do, Seagal?
An Australian. It was probably 3/4 Japanese, 1/4 European and Australian.
Who the fuck's 1/4 European and Australian, man? They're completely different fucking demographics, you dickhead.
非常にリアルな本当の戦いというものを映像の中でも完全にいつも意識しているというリアルファイトに徹しているというのが、まあ単に見せ物だけじゃないというのは一つの彼の特徴だと思いますね。
Man, we're 5 minutes in and these fuckers are still throwing credits on the damn screen as if it's some cinematic masterpiece. It's fucking a shitty Seagal documentary. Abel, it's not your thumb, mate. It's your toe. It's your toe. Get it right, buddy.
Everybody seemed to respect each other, regardless of... That was the nice thing about Japan. There's a great deal of respect.
It wasn't fun. It wasn't a lot of laughs. You know, a lot of times you'll go to dojo and there'll be people joking around, laughing, talking. Not a lot of talking.
As soon as you heard Sensei's tread coming up the stairs, and it was easy to identify, you could tell that the level of attention and the level of seriousness changed. There was no more talking more. It was like everybody knew that they better pay attention.
He did all the talking.
I think that Sensei, you know, as an Anglo, I think that in order to be treated as an equal, my understanding is that he actually had to be better. I think that there were people that came in and challenged him.
He didn't have to be tough, he just was.
All right. So a few points. He was Anglo, so he had to be tougher, and he was. No, he was 6'5", fighting against a bunch of Asian dudes. Anyone who's been to Asia knows that most of these Asians, doesn't matter if you're in Japan, fucking Vietnam. I lived in Vietnam for 4 years. Japan, I've been to. Vietnam, I've been to. Cambodia, I've been to. My arms, again, this is not about me, but my arms are thicker than most of these fuckers' legs here, yeah? So he would have manhandled all of them at 6'5". And that's not a flex on me, even though I'm just going to say I'm jacked. Fat jacked. But they're all twigs here, yeah? So he would have manhandled them. It's not about him being tough. It's about them being small and him being a 6'5" lug and a bully. That's all it is.
You don't get to deal with the man to start with. You got to prove yourself against his students first.
I had no idea what he was doing.
An Anglo-Russian Mongol, yeah.
He's very fast. Like lightning.
I love how they make it. He's like lightning. They're trying to make out like this motherfucker's like Bruce Lee. He's like lightning. Nobody has ever said Seagal moves like lightning. I wonder how much these fuckers were paid.
You'd sit there and you'd watch him do a technique, and he did it so...
I'm 6 foot, mate. Nah, it's not muscle. It's fat muscle. There's a difference, yeah? I've literally put on 15 kilos in the last 3 months because of going back to Australia and eating and blah, 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 blah. Not an excuse. I need to lose weight, but still.
fast. I had no idea what he just did. What did he do? It was too fast. I couldn't see it. And then he did these great flips and different kinds of falls. And then I saw everybody else doing it. They didn't do it anything like the way he did it. Every move, every gesture, how he taught class, how he performed the techniques was powerful.
He was a god, basically. Don Turbo, he did write a book, and at some point I'll make a video on that book, mate. He did write a book. Notice how they're all praising him in this documentary. And I'm not saying Seagal isn't great at Aikido, but literally they're all sucking his balls right now as if he was God himself. Well, he is God himself. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Can we just appreciate the grace in his movements as he just literally pushes people, throws them around, and just throws around his weight? It looks cool. I don't know how practical it's going to be if a motherfucker throws a left hook at you. Did anyone watch the UFC today by any chance? Any of you guys watch the UFC? And see what happened to Justin Gaethje and Max Holloway at the last 10 seconds of the fight? Where he literally just knocked him out. Actually, in the last second of the fight, he knocked him out. Adverts? Why are there adverts? I turned the adverts down to like literally bare minimal. Yeah, Aikido is trash. What's going on, Kat? How are ya? If I met Seagal in real life, what would my reaction be? That's a good question, Abel. That's a good question. First of all, I'd want to know if I could just hug him and kiss him and maybe lick his nose or lick his fucking dirty goatee. I'd probably just want to maybe just take a sniff of him, do a bit of a Joe Biden, smell his hair, or the rat thing on his head, the raccoon on his head. I'd love to smell him. That's probably about it. I'd ask him if he could just karate chop me to the neck without severing my brainstem, and then I'd probably just want to go and maybe just sit down and play a little bit of FIFA or something. See what he's like. His hand-eye coordination's like. I don't know if I'd laugh in his face, war pig. It might end badly for me, mate, if I laugh in his face. Cliff, I imagine if he knew what I did, he'd probably hunt me down, come and snatch every single one of my future birthdays, mate. I'd bring him cookies too, Humongous, definitely. Glowing, Paul, definitely. I don't know if you can meet Paul though. He's a heavenly character. Seagal's a god, but Paul's surrounded by a certain light that we're all striving to attain. That certain aura, that heavenly luminance that we're trying to attain. Paul's a different level. It's a different kind of beast. This should be good.
日本には文武両道というのがあって、両方が均等に発達していかないことにはいけないというふうに思っております。
Sensei taught a pretty form. He taught, and when he did speak, he taught in Japanese. It was pretty technical.
You would always stress the basics.
was pretty detailed and it was pretty technical.
I don't know what we just watched there. Of some young girl falling to the ground. I'm supposed to be impressed by that shit, or what's going on? Was anyone else impressed by the person falling to the ground? What are we doing here? What is he trying to teach us?
That was really my first exposure to Aikido in any way. That was really my first exposure to...
Alright, that girl there, that lady there, knows Aikido. What are the odds that she has any chance of stopping me from doing whatever the fuck I want to do to her, including ragdolling her like that raccoon? I don't care how much Aikido she knows. It ain't happening. I'm literally picking her up by the throat and throwing her on the ground and she can't do shit about it. That's it. Stick your Aikido in a sack, mate.
Aikido in any way.
I was training with someone that was teaching a very practical Aikido form.
It should be practical.
If you practice on a practical level, then you can take that form and you can dance with it. But if you are trained in a dance form and you suddenly need to use it practically, oh, you might be disappointed. You know, you don't take a knife to a gunfight, basically, is one of the things that I was taught by him.
For anyone that doesn't know, Aikido was developed to use against samurais with people coming at you with swords. That's why most of the bullshit is people running at you and lunging at you, but no one does that shit with their fists. When someone fights you, okay, they're going to give you a jab, a cross, a hook, an uppercut. It's got maybe an elbow, depending on what they're doing. Maybe come with an elbow or a kick. It's not going to be, So, Aikido was developed by samurais, apparently, to stop you from getting to the ground or some bullshit, whatever. Which is useless, because no motherfucker uses swords nowadays. Well, no one in real life, anyway. What's going on, real tuber boy? Aye.
The major difference is that I saw where so many other people struggled to explain, to articulate Aikido. They really had a struggle with that because what they said and what they did, they really had a struggled to explain.
Again, who the fuck is coming to attack you like this? No one's coming to fucking chop you like that, okay? If he thinks that at any point he can grab someone, if someone's standing there and they throw a fucking cross at you, okay, a right cross, you're not grabbing that shit. No one's grabbing that shit. It's just not a fucking movie. If someone's coming at you with a sword like that, maybe. But I mean, they slice fucking fast. It's not like. Why am I even criticizing this? Everyone knows it's bullshit.
To articulate Aikido, they really had a struggle with that because what they said and what they did didn't equate. I've heard this conversation many times. This is what you do if you get punched, and then to see the punch stop in front of the nose. Or this is what you do when you get hit from the side and then see this hit stop. And then this is what you do if you get choked, and yet I don't see people choking. So there was a real inconsistency in the teaching. I got with Taka Sensei, and all of a sudden he said, well, this is what you do if you get punched. And all of a sudden you would see that fist coming right at you and it'd go right at you. If you didn't move, you would get punched. That was the truth. That's something we could really relate to because, in fact, if we didn't move...
Proof that kick from Anderson Silva. Today we saw Alex Pereira win with the left hook. Obviously Seagal taught him that, even though he did it 15 years ago. Seagal taught him that. We all saw the footage of it. If you haven't seen it, you suck. That's that kick that won Anderson Silva and Lyoto Machida the title.
You get punched.
Sliding up to sliding from the chest like that. There was that.
Steven Seagal's Aikido is more applicable to on the street applications.
A lot of us join and learn his style of Aikido because we want to have confidence.
Who do you think decided back 23 years ago that it's a good idea to make a 53-minute documentary about Sensei Pudgy Tits? Someone decided it was a good idea. I don't know what they're basing that on, but some guy with a guitar. It's not slow, mate. I've had to slow it down to like 1/100th of the speed just so you can see it. So it's 100 times faster than what it actually shows on the screen, mate.
Okay, I see a guillotine. I think I'm going to stick my head in. It's so easy the other way, doesn't it? Okay, okay. Let's try that again. You guys know these techniques.
Yeah, it's so technical, as you can see. See how the training goes out the fucking window once two guys attack you? None of it has anything to do with technical ability. None of this is Aikido. It's just survival, which is why this is trash.
I guess the Japanese word is kibishi, which really translates roughly as severe, and definitely Seagal Sensei's form is, you know, it's severe. Not severe in terms of people getting injured, but it is a form that works.
Does this work? In a situation, if somebody comes and attacks you, would this work?
Let me answer that for you, bitch. No, it doesn't. Because if you come at me, if I come at you and you try that shit on me and grab my wrist, I'm gonna just fucking throw you on the ground. That's what's gonna happen. That's a reality. So no, it doesn't fucking work.
Okay.
What's going on, Kev? Nice to see you here, mate. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Sit up. Into the face. There you go.
So just notice, everyone's trying to grab him. No one's trying to punch him in the face, kick him in the calf, or fly kick him to the face, or grab him in the knee. They're all just running at him with their arms out. That's what's going to happen in a real life situation, apparently.
Watch your back. Watch your back. Good. Get those knees moving. Get up on your knees. Get up on your knees. Get up on your knees.
There was a great lesson there that I keep reiterating, is that truth of that honesty in training. Because without the honesty in training, there is nothing.
That's what's great about Taka Sensei's Aikido.
Richie. That guy was on his back with 3 people on top of him, and he's saying, get on his knees. Alright? Aikido doesn't teach you shit about when you're on the floor. The whole point is to keep you off the floor. So if you want to learn what to do when you're on the floor, do jiu-jitsu, or judo, or wrestling.
The image of him that I remember the most would be the way he would...
Okay, she's a bitch because she believes the bullshit, alright? It's not about calling her a bit. The guys are dickheads. They're all wankers because they're believing his crap. I know it's a martial art. It's great and it looks good. But the reality is, you don't learn this stuff if you want to defend yourself. You learn this stuff because you get into a group, you get into a tribe. People all say the same thing, and you do a bunch of stuff that someone tells you because it's great, but it's not really practical. That's the problem.
Start class in front of the showman. And he would bow to the showman, turn around, bow to us. It was powerful. Not just a powerful image, but a powerful feeling.
There's 2 levels where, Taka Sensei trains, and that's one with the beginner, and he's very kind, he's gentle, he's incredible.
Yeah, he's kind and gentle with everyone except for stuntmen and women in his movies. Allegedly. Actually, Brock is 72 years old, mate. Not 70, he's 72. And he actually looks alright for 72, and he's still moving, let's be real. So, as much as we shit all over him, he definitely tapped that lady, for sure. Let's be real.
He has the ability to deal with you at a level that you can understand.
Look at those guns.
Okay. From here you can just throw him, do whatever you want.
It's all cool.
I had no experience with martial arts at all.
Right here, all right. Feel it? Okay. So,
Can I just reiterate, who runs at you and tries to grab you, realistically? Just who's doing that in a fight? These people have never been in a fight in their lives. You know it, glowing. You know it.
it's kind of hard to grab them because I'm feeling you from back there. From right here, I have. Feel it? That's what you gotta do. Can't get him here. It's too late.
He would often talk about te sabaki, ashi sabaki, hand position, foot position.
Body position, whether it's shooting, wrestling, whatever it is, you have to rely on body position. He punches and brings his hand back.
Exactly, Monk. Exactly. In fairness, everyone's smaller than him. They're 65, weighs about.
Here, I'll have a time. I'm not even looking. You understand?
Alright, just a quick little stop. Who here has been in a street fight? Who here has been in an actual fight? Not just like a slap. Who here has been in an actual confrontation with another person trying to harm you? Just answer. Anyone here has been in an actual street fight, realistically? Not a dojo, not in a jiu-jitsu, but in an actual street fight. Doesn't matter, mate. Sober or drunk, either way. Okay, so if you've been in a street fight, you know that nobody runs at you with telegraphed moves. It's very frantic, it's very savage, it's very fast. People throw haymakers, people throw kicks. It's very savage and very fast, yeah? More often than not, you're not going to be able to have time to grab someone's wrist. They're not going to lunge at you. They're just going to throw punches like maniacs, yeah? They're just going to... If you know what you're doing, you'll weather the storm and you'll wait for an opportunity. But no one's going to give you the opportunity to grab their wrist and twist it up and do all that kind of shit. No one comes at you and grabs your shirt like that. It doesn't fucking happen in real life. Maybe if you're a girl. And I'm sorry, but even if you're a woman, it's tough to just use Aikido to defend yourself. Just kick him in the fucking balls, punch him in the throat, and get the fuck out. Yeah? This is all bullshit.
The reason why I have it every time is because his hand is attached to the shoulder. And I hit the shoulder every time. Every time I hit the
Cops
shoulder.
are regular people. I like that, Don.
He'd do the technique with you. He'd explain things.
Okay, so you have to box your way out. You got to swing your way out. You're not Aikidoing your way out of a situation where someone's attacking you. There's no situation where you're grabbing someone's wrist and going, "What, you give up, mate? What, you give up, mate? I've got your wrist, mate. You give." It doesn't work like that. Yeah, it's not how the reality of shit works. And if anyone's an Aikido fucking black belt, tell me, please explain it to me or show me. Like, if you want to meet up, show me. I just.
About what you were doing wrong.
He'll let you know about your openings. He'll let you know about your holes.
Some classes, he didn't talk at all. He would just come in, do techniques.
I believe
Hi, Dozo. We'd get up and do them.
Pay close attention to his hand movements.
Alright, let's go back.
Close attention
He's
to his
telling the
hand
guy where to
movements.
hit him. He's literally pointing.
He would walk around to each of the different couples doing it, and then he'd give you...
Alright. When's the last time any of the people who talked about being in a fight, was it, and again, I try to avoid confrontation wherever possible, yeah? I believe words are the best way, but sometimes you can't avoid it. When's the last time someone came at you like this? Came at you like this? Who the fuck?
He would walk around to each of the different couples doing it, and then he'd give you tips, pointers.
Yes. Karate chops, yes.
No. Safest place is where? Behind. Or to the side.
Manic Pixie Fangirl, exactly. Go for the groin, go for the throat, go for the eyes, get the fuck out of there. None of this pretty bullshit trying to grab wrists and submit your... No. Fight savage, get out, survive. This is all bullshit. This is going to get people hurt. What's going on, Kelly? How are you?
First, one person's the nage, or the thrower, that gets to practice the technique that's presented by the teacher. And then, of course, the uke is the one that, is on the receiving end, that gives that person the opportunity to train. Then they switch those rules.
All that stuff he talks about with kicks and avoiding overhead strikes, it's all very precise.
That's why that hand comes. I'll start out up here. And when I win,
Right there. See that combination right there? There's that guy's trying to chop cigars drop blocking it, right? You know what's more useful right there? Our man and Paul. Circle. Fucking circle, mate. Do the circle. It's fucking more useful than this shit. Pardon my French. I hear you fighting, Caleb. You got that gun laws, mate. Good luck to you. We're in Australia.
it's right across. So if I have a knife in my hand, I'll cut his arm off. If I have a strong fist, I'll break his arm. If I have a club in my hand, I'll break his arm. This is the cardinal no-no. This does not exist in Aikido or any good martial arts. The movement is not even here, but
That's a very good point, Alex. People don't understand the reality of shit, yeah? When you get jumped, or you're getting gang bashed, none of this shit's going to help you. You know? You just try and survive. It's all about survival. Literally. If you're outnumbered, it ain't going to do... Yeah, Aikido ain't going to do shit. Most things ain't going to do shit. I suggest you all watch Baz Ruddin's documentary about how to survive against multiple attackers. Or in a bar.
so that his head and everything else is protected. Here,
Jezza, how are you, mate? I won't leave you out, mate. Not just for Kelly, it's also for you, Jezza. Exactly, Funky.
You'd get individual attention.
Again, cool shit, yeah? They're all using sticks and swords or whatever. But who the fuck's gonna attack you with a sword or a stick? If someone's got a knife, it's a very different attack than a sword. No one's carrying around a sword or a fucking mop to attack you anymore. I agree with you, War Pig.
That he was quite capable of doing is taking you just a notch beyond what you're capable of.
Get your feet out of there!
Now see what's happening here? There's 3 guys or 2 guys attacking one guy on the ground. If this wasn't a demonstration, he's done for. That one Asian bloke is done for because, or he looks Asian. There's no chance if you're on the ground, you're fighting against 2 attackers. They're all tumbling around like dickheads because he's touching you. That doesn't happen in real life. You know what's happening if he's on the ground? I'm kicking him in the head while my mate's kicking him in the fucking stomach. That's what's happening, yeah?
Feet out of there! Get your feet!
We're punching him in the face, we're kicking him everywhere. That's the reality of shit.
As my level of understanding climbs a notch, he has more notches.
That creates confidence.
Well, I mean, he's got more notches because his fucking belt's bigger. That had to be said. I mean, he's got a bigger belt. He's got more notches. He's more rotund. It's not really good toning, Mick. I mean, look at Seagal. Does he look toned to you, my friend?
He always wanted you to do a lot of ukemi, and that he always
All right. Now again, I have nothing against this lady. I love women in general. But who here thinks they can kick the absolute shit out of her, regardless of how much Aikido she knows? Give me a 1, blokes or ladies, if you think you could kick the shit. I'd say more blokes. If you think you can kick the shit out of her, regardless of how much she knows.
wanted you to do a lot of ukemi, and that's how you'd learn.
He definitely banged her. That's right. He definitely banged her. He banged everyone he fought. Definitely for sure. If he didn't, then I'm black.
To learn how to fall, how to conquer the fear of falling, how to not panic in a fall, is more valuable from a self-defense point. I mean, we will all fall down. It's more likely that you will fall than it is that you will be attacked, ever. So learning how to deal with the ground is, I think, a valuable tool.
If you did a fall...
How to deal with the ground.
All right, give me... So, Hulkamania, you think she could take you down, yeah? How many of you reckon you'd strike... Is that Garrett? I think that's Garrett. How many of you reckon you could take Garrett? Now remember, he's got a beard, so he's pretty manly, yeah? He's got a beard. But how many of you reckon you could take Garrett? You reckon you could take Garrett or not? Exactly, Palace. Getting punched... You know what the funny thing is? Most people, when they're in a fight, when they get punched in the face, they turn away like that, yeah? Because they're not used... And again, I'm not trying to claim I'm some kind of street fighter, but I've been in enough fights to know that when you get punched in the face, you don't look away, yeah? The more you get punched, the more you get used to being punched. And you're less likely to put your hands up and turn away, yeah? Because you can't turn away. You can't look away from the person that's beating you. You have to stay there and take the punch and look forward, yeah? And how many of you reckon you could take Garrett? Because he looks dangerous. Don't forget, he looks dangerous.
Is, I think, a valuable tool.
If you did a fall wrong, you know, it hurt for days.
Mopping up Garrett.
Ukemi is to provide the...
Tuba, mate. Get it right. His name's Garrett with an E, not an A, mate. Garrett. Show some respect to the dangerous man.
honest attack that might occur as a possibility on the street. We used a lot of tape in those days. The tatami were very hard, and that's where we trained.
You learn a lot from taking the falls. Your ability to fall precedes your ability to throw. That means that you have to be on top of your ukemi. That means you got to be there.
I'm just gonna throw it out there. Probably the best tactic is to not fall. Ideally, try and prohibit the fall. Try and stop the fall. Just my opinion. Try and stop yourself from falling onto the ground, so your attacker doesn't have an advantage. If you can.
Which is really what it's all about anyway.
I got no beef with Garrett either, Mick, but, you know, sometimes just got to call him out.
I learned how to fall really well because the mats were really, really hard.
All right. I need to do a survey here. How many of you think that lady? Where are we? Where is she?
You know, when Sensei calls you up to take ukemi, the hair on the back of your neck starts to raise.
I learned how to fall really.
All right. I need a 1 for if you think he banged her. 2 if you think he didn't. I mean, we've got to go 1 on this one, yeah? Let's let this run out while I make my drink. You think in 1 he gave her a crack? 2, no.
Well, because the mats were really, really hard.
You know, when Sensei calls you up to take ukemi, the hair on the back of your neck starts to raise a little bit. You're like, okay, you get inside this guy's reach, you better be paying attention.
1. Whoa,
I've more than once been.
Whoa, Kev. She's not hot enough for Sensei to clap them cheeks. Come on, mate. Do you think he really cares? This was in the 1980s, early 90s, mate. She was considered hot back then. Don't look at the style and the hair.
Caught thinking that he was going one direction when he was going another. It can be downright painful. The opportunity to take ukemi from the sensei is like, you know, not that many people get that opportunity, so I was very grateful.
Anybody that has been on the mat with Taka Sensei knows that there is truth in Aikido. It's undeniably powerful, effective, and when you stand in the truth, you know, sometimes that's brutal.
He's yelled at me, yeah, definitely.
It's the moment of truth. You get out of your car in the parking lot, you're sleeping in bed with your wife, and somebody comes in through the window. This is the time. And the guys who are up here are giving you permission to go for it. And if they can't take that, they can't be here. They won't be here. They'll go somewhere else.
When you're absolutely out of gas and you can't breathe and he's yelling at you to get back up again and smacking you or throwing people on top of you or saying get him or you're up against the wall.
Now you got your feet, the most important part. Now you got your feet. Turn over, and get on your knees and lift yourself up.
See, this is where jiu-jitsu becomes useful. But if there's 3 blokes on top of you, you ain't doing shit, mate. You ain't doing shit. I don't care how big and strong you are. If there's 3 blokes on top of you. My jiu-jitsu instructor was 72 kilos, yeah? When I was lean, I was about 100 kilos and pretty solid and strong. He used to manhandle me just purely based on technique, yeah? And strong hips and knowing what to do. He used to manhandle me like I was a fucking weak piece of shit. So, this Aikido ain't gonna teach... Swing your legs. What? And then what? That could be elbowing you to the face. I mean...
Turn over!
I'd rather suffer his anger than his indifference.
There you go! Get out! Move! Your pants! Hey, on there! I see you trying to pull your pants up again and at a time like this, I'm gonna hit you myself.
That's where you feel...
Sorry, I gotta pause that for Damien. He snatched that Harry Bush's birthday. I mean, that's... yeah. And Kelly LeBrock was hot as fuck, Mick. You're right. I don't know how... Can someone explain to me how he ended up with Kelly LeBrock? Let's just take a pause from this right now, alright? We're gonna take a pause. Randomly. I don't know how far we're into this thing. How the hell did he end up with Kelly LeBrock? Kelly LeBrock in her prime, Weird Science, was hot as shit. Yeah, the lady in the red dress. I mean, what's going on there? How did that even happen? Hollywood, man, it's a warped goddamn place. Ground and pound done. which is in witness pronexus. Good point, Alyssa. Mate, she might have terrible taste in men, but I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, it's just. That guy has a crush on Seagal. He looks like he does. He looks like he loves Seagal, doesn't he? Glowing. So, here we go, guys. So, Space Ice did respond to me, and what he basically said was, and I'm not having a go at the guy, he's got a lot of stuff to do, but he basically said, sure, I'm not sure when, I have no idea when I'll have free time. So, he kind of said yeah, but nah, so I'm going to take it as more of a nah. I think maybe he's thinking, no, he's probably too busy, he doesn't want to, he's just being nice to me. I mean, if he ever comes back saying, hey mate, let's do a collab, I'd be surprised, but I'm not thinking it's likely. Because he can get whoever he wants, yeah. So unfortunately, Glowing, yeah, no love from Space Ice. I did ask him, I don't know if you guys know, but I asked him if he wanted to do a collaboration. And I said to him straight out, I said, listen mate, I mean obviously it's more of an advantage for me, you have 10 times the subs that I do, I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass, but a lot of my subscribers like your stuff and they always say, should we do a collab? And I asked him and he said yeah, he doesn't know when, he doesn't have time, he'll let me know, so probably not likely, but it is what it is. I can't be angry at the guy, he's killing it. There's no real advantage to him doing it with me other than for fun. And I'm thinking he's probably trying to grow his channel. And again, I would lie if I'm not saying it's selfish of me to not. It would be more of an advantage for me. He has 350,000 subs. I've got 36,000, and I'm losing subs every day all of a sudden now. So it's probably more of a bonus for me. I would love him for it to do it. I love his content. I mean, his Seagal shit is awesome. I think we would definitely get a 1 million+ video together based on Seagal. But again, it's up to him. He has all the power in this situation, not me. So.
The most love.
It's weird because you feel bad when he yells at you, but it definitely came out of love. You know, I never felt he hates me. He's mad at me.
He's not. There's nothing in it that you feel threatened by him.
Okay, I don't know what happened to you, Sean. I don't know. Maybe I should draw a spot on you. See the spot, everybody? Everybody like the spot? Stand away from me.
Looks like some fucking ET thrown home kind of shit. Wonder what that guy did. What's he pointing at him for? I reckon that guy stole the last cookie out of the fucking cookie jar. Because Cigar looks angry.
Put them into the wall, not you! Get up there!
He's fucking angry, man. That guy definitely stole the cookie out of the cookie jar.
Put them into the wall, not you! Get up there!
Oh, look at that music.
I was more mad at myself for not being able to do what he wanted me to do.
If you try Randori like that, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. It's because 5'1" and you're going right into it.
What are the odds that later that night in the Seagal, let's call it seduction dungeon, that poor lady was fucking pinned against a wall or something? I shouldn't say that. Allegedly.
You just want to do it.
I mean, who's that? Sorry to stop again. Hameless Reapley. I probably got a better chance of Red Eye because he's actually friends with one of our fellow Seagalians, Humongous 420, who you guys can check out if you want to see some weird warp shit. I probably got a better chance with Red Eye, also because he's closer to my subscriber count as well, so he might be more interested. And we have, we have probably similar taste with Seagal. I was really hoping for Space Ice to be a bit more receptive to the idea, but I felt like, again, he's a busy guy, his channel's killing it, he doesn't need me. I need him more than he needs me, let's put it that way. But I was really hoping he would have got back to me.
You'd always feel that he's doing it for your benefit.
If he yelled at you, that would make you come up to where you needed to be.
But he did it out of love.
The best advice he ever gave me was to not...
Everyone, just watch what's on the screen right now. Women in Aikido. I imagine that if there was a Me Too movement back then, there would have been a lot of women in Aikido coming out against Big Papa. Allegedly. I've got to say that. Allegedly. Probably. I'm not saying he moved to Russia because of all the allegations against him. People were paid to talk bad about him. That's
Be
the reality.
female. Don't think of yourself as less or weaker or not able to do the things that the guys are doing. Don't make that the reason that you can't do it.
一緒に練習する相手が男性の方なので、練習してる時にどうしても力で来られて悔しい思いをする時がたまにあるんですけれども、でも技をやっぱり自分なりにきちっと技をかけていけば男性が相手でも十分技になりますし、かえって男性にとってこんな私細いですし力なさそうなのにその女の子にこう技をかけられることに対してなんかかえって何かを感じるんじゃないかなと思います。
You guys are fucking legends.
I got yelled at.
I can't respond to all the comments, but I'm reading them all, and they're fucking hilarious.
Got, slammed to the ground, I got injured, which all the guys did too. There was no difference. When I was out there, I could be a guy, I could be a girl. It did not matter.
Debbie was a very, very good Aikidoist and very strong-willed. The way Taka Sensei teaches it is it doesn't matter your size.
All right. So Debbie Gorman, who is, I'm guessing, is a short-haired lady we were talking about before, is now attacked by 3 men. And these 3 men, because she knows Aikido, are struggling to get her to the ground. Now, again, in my current state, I'm 120 kilos right now, 115 kilos. I'm 15 kilos overweight right now, realistically. There's no chance Debbie Gorman's going anywhere with just me, let alone 2 other blokes helping me get her down. If I wanted to floor Debbie Gorman, she ain't moving, I'm sorry. If there's 2 other blokes helping me, Debbie Gorman is literally being pummeled into the ground. That's the reality of shit. Debbie Gorman, I'm putting my fingers in her ear, I'm wet-willing that bitch. I am flicking her in the face. I am giving her little slaps. She ain't doing shit regardless of what Seagal's taught her. That's the reality. Please, ladies, if you're in this chat, do not think any of this shit is useful. Balls, throat, eyes, get the fuck out.
Your strength doesn't matter. If you adhere to the basics and the principles that we practice, women can be incredibly powerful.
He used to always say, you actually have an advantage being female.
Women can do better Aikido than men because they don't have the strength. They have to do the technique better than we do in order to make it work.
I think it's the best art for women to take because it doesn't require strength. It really requires agility, if anything. And women are more agile than men in many cases.
Women being small.
All right. I've got to stop it there. If a woman is fighting against a man who has no training at all and has no idea what he's doing, she might stand a chance. I'm talking about your average dude who maybe weighs 70, 80 kilos. Yeah, your average dude who's probably never stepped in a gym, never done any training, no coordination, doesn't know how to put his hands up, doesn't know about defending his face, doesn't know about movement. Just your average dude, yeah? She might stand a chance if she's trained. But if she's fighting against anybody who's been in a street fight or has any idea what they're doing, how can I put this nicely? She's fucked. Unless she's a big bitch. If she's weighing 60 kilos, she's fucked. We need to stop all this bullshit about men and women being the same and having I'm not saying that women shouldn't train to try and defend themselves. 100% you should. But there's a reality to shit, yeah? There's a reality to shit. There's a certain reality. Now, if Amanda Nunes gets me in an armbar, I might be in some trouble. Because she knows, or Ronda Rousey, yeah? I might be, at 70 kilos, I might be in some trouble. I'm pretty sure I can still pick him up and fucking dump him on the ground, but I might be in some trouble. But for your average woman who doesn't know what the hell she's doing, she weighs 60 odd kilos, and she's done a little bit of training, it ain't gonna help. It is not gonna help. Get a gun. Hit the balls, hit the throat, hit the eyes.
Smaller and sometimes, less physically strong than men can benefit so much more from the Aikido of this.
was always saying, you know, it's not a male-female thing. It has nothing to do with that.
Exactly.
Try to get that out of your mind. It has nothing to do with how big you are, how tall you are, or, you know, how many muscles you have. It has nothing. Aikido isn't based on that. It's how strong your mind is.
Yeah. Aikido is based on how strong your mind is. But the reality of getting your ass kicked, young lady, whatever your name was, I forgot, sorry, I shouldn't, is that strength does matter, and being a man does matter when it comes to getting your ass kicked and surviving, yeah? In your little world of Aikido and chops and someone giving you their arm, oh yeah, I'm sure it doesn't matter, because you can use leverage, yeah? If I give you my arm, I'm sure you can twist it, but you know what else? I'm pretty sure I can untwist my arm from you, because you know why? You weigh 60 kilos, and I weigh twice what you do, and I'm stronger than you. So there are caveats to your bullshit.
Actually, the idea is not to have to use the form. Is to sense what's going on and to realize or figure out a way to create a situation where it doesn't get.
Sorry to stop again. Dude Pool, if Gina Carano gets me in a hold, I'm fucked too. Same as Amanda Nunes or... Because they're professionals and they're actually strong women who train for this shit every day. Yeah? I'm not saying I can get out of a rear naked choke from Valentina or Nunes or some other kind of savage like that, yeah? But some woman who's done some Aikido with Steven Seagal and thinks that because someone comes and chops her that she can grab their arm and twist. No, mate. There's a big difference here. There's a big difference.
Physical.
You kind of become inner strength. You know, you get an inner kind of feeling of calmness.
On, my friend.
Just the fact that you become aware of everything that's around you.
That's one of the things that people train in the martial arts for, is to raise their level of awareness of the moment, and definitely.
All right, now, 3 of you blokes in here, give me 3 people who've done martial arts. Just give me a 1 if you've done martial arts before, whether it be judo, kickboxing, wrestling, boxing, anything. Just give me a 1 in the chat, please, just right now. I'm getting somewhere with this. Give me a 1. I need to see a 1. Hit me. Is there a delay on this? Hit me with a 1. All right, Ove. Who else we got? Melcher. And Abel. If you, me, and any of you guys were attacking that guy, what do you reckon the chance that guy has of getting up or around or even on his feet after 5 seconds? If 3 of us are attacking him, if any 3 of us are attacking that bloke on the left here, what do you reckon the odds are that his Aikido is going to do shit, boys? What do you reckon? Or even ladies, what do you reckon if 3 of us are attacking him at the one time, his Aikido is going to do anything?
Definitely, he caused that to happen. He caused you to be on your toes.
Exactly, Abel, exactly. Kelly, exactly. No chance. Exactly, Warpig, exactly.
One time.
That's my point with all this shit, yeah? They're all these fuckers, man. And again, I don't claim to be some kind of brute, like jiu-jitsu or ninja master. But you got to be realistic about this shit. There's 3 guys attacking him, and he thinks that by putting his arms out, that's going to be the end of it. No. One of us is going to grab that arm, one of us is going to grab him by the throat, and one of us is going to grab his legs and put him on the floor. And then what we're going to do is we're probably going to get him in some kind of crucifix where he's on his stomach, and we're just going to just destroy him. That's the reality of this shit, yeah? This is just junk. It's just junk.
He was showing me something, and I looked at him, and he was getting frustrated with my inability to...
No, I get stress training, Doug. I get stress training, mate. But this is based on bullshit. So again, in jiu-jitsu, when people come at you, yeah? When you have your training for your blue belt or whatever, people constantly come at you for 5 minutes after 5 minutes, and the next 5 minutes, and the next 5 minutes, and they've got gloves, and they slap you in the face, depending on the school you're at, yeah? So... They put you under stress, but it's reality of stress, yeah? It's different people coming at you, not 3 blokes coming at you at once. If there was really 3 blokes coming at you, that would fuck you up. When you do your jiu-jitsu training for even just blue belt, the amount of stress you're under for 20 minutes, 25 minutes straight, again, depending on your school, is realistic, yeah? There's no let up. And they're pulling their punches, they're not hurting you, obviously, but there's a reality to the situation where they're on top of you and you just have to survive. This is bullshit.
Do it, and I looked at him and I said, I'm trying. And he looked at me and he said, trying? He said, stop trying. Just do it. Trying is
Exactly,
cerebral.
Chloe, exactly, man.
Trying is crap.
Students that have come up under him understand. You don't judge. You just do. You just worry about doing your job.
Through the physical aspect of hard training, your mind gets set in a certain way.
At that point of physical exhaustion, something happens to you mentally, something happens to you spiritually. And I want to say growth happens, I want to say understanding, but it's more than that. It almost builds you from the inside. It makes you stronger.
Alright. Who here thinks they can survive against being attacked by 3 people? If they knew what they were doing. Or even if they fucking didn't. 3 people. Done for. Yeah? Give me a 1 if you think you're done for. Give me a 2 if you think you can realistically beat multiple attackers. 3 or 4 attackers. There's a reality to shit. That's all I'm trying to get people to see. This is all nice and fancy and survival, but there's a reality to shit, yeah? Again, I'm a big boy. If 3 people came to attack me and even if they had no idea what they're doing, I cannot overpower 3 people. It's impossible, yeah? The Rock couldn't overpower 3 people. It's not like the fucking movies where he just lifts one up and throws them and it doesn't work like that. I'm gonna go to the toilet, sorry.
It makes you look at yourself from the
You've got
inside.
your gun, boot, you're all
It
good.
makes you see yourself, your weaknesses, your point of pain threshold. At what point do you break mentally? At what point do you say, that's it, I had enough? And it pushes you beyond that point.
I felt that kind of training would get you to the point where later on you're old, you can't do that stuff, but you're a rock inside.
If there's one person that I could say has an amazing will, it's Steven Seagal Sensei. I got a flyer. There was an open house given by Steven Seagal. I couldn't make it, but I sent a couple of my students down to check it out.
I think some of the people that were watching the demonstrations were a little bit astounded because, you know, he would do his, what I call thunder and lightning show at that point.
A couple of my students came back very, not only just excited, but nervous. And they virtually told me that he had taken some guy and just smashed him all over the mat and that damn near killed him. And as soon as he said that, it was very interesting because my interest peaked. Somebody doing real Aikido? It was shortly after that, of course, that I invited him to my West Side Dojo in Ventura, and he taught the very first seminar there, public seminar in America. But most all these seminars that we've had in the past, that the one main and common thread that's from all their conversation is that I can't believe how approachable he is. He's so easy to talk with on the mat.
He's very...
Sorry. It's funny how they talk about how easy he is to talk to on the mat when everyone else thinks he's a fucking flog and a real dickhead to be around. Now, obviously we love him because he's the God that we love and revere. But many people don't feel the same that we do. Many people say he's an extreme douchebag with an ego the size of his fucking, I don't know, hair.
Very, very gentle, very, very soft-spoken.
He can be the most gentle, he can be extremely gentle.
You know, he's really gentle. Just ask the stuntmen that he's worked with. He's really gentle.
And he can also be extremely dangerous.
And that I believe. He's dangerous.
The people that are the most capable of deadly waza are also the most capable of being gentle.
How do you have the loving, harmonious, flowing, caring, gentle side of Aikido, and how does that relate to what we do in the dojo when we beat the hell out of each other, and it's very rigorous and
I mean, I gotta love how these people think they actually beat the hell out of each other. They think that by running at each other with their arms out and throwing each other to the ground in a specific way that is tailored, that they're beating the hell out of each other. That's what they think is beating the hell out of each other. They've actually never really been in an actual sparring match together, clearly.
seemingly cruel.
You find out that you can be a nice guy and yet be a lethal weapon.
the spiritual side kind of came out of that.
Life and death is that exact same that contrast of that you can't have one without the other. And to embrace one, you need to embrace both. To accept one, you need to have both.
If you train enough, you get both sides of the coin.
You train to the point of exhaustion, physical exhaustion, where your body can't go anymore. Your muscle refuse to listen to the brain.
It was just about jumping in there and training as hard as you could. And he would take us till we just literally couldn't get up anymore. It was just a matter of tape up and get on the mat.
It's beyond stamina.
You need to be on your toes. You need to be the best that you can be at all times.
You have to be balanced. You have to be on it.
It's a constant process, and that's another thing, is you just realize the more you learn, the less you know.
And each time you get a little bit closer, you realize how far you still got to go.
The more talent you have, the more demanding it's going to be.
There's a certain kind of trust and standard in anybody that's come up under him.
I'm not cultish, mate. Cult. I'm not cult-ish. It's an actual cult.
Knows and expects excellence.
Hey, mate. By the way, for anyone out there talking about this being a cult, people fucking revered that Jonestown guy, whatever his name was, Jim Jones, or whatever his name was, and they drink punch and killed themselves. And he wasn't even a 12th level bloody Aikido black belt like Seagal, and hadn't made quality movies. So, if anyone's worthy of a cult, it is Seagal. Tell me who's more worthy of a cult. Fucking L. Ron Hubbard's got his own cult, and he was just some douchebag that faked about his Navy accomplishments and wrote a bunch of science fiction books. So, fuck you.
He is not interested in compromise.
He expects the best from you. He expects perfection from you. He expects perfection from himself. Thus he expects perfection from the student.
People, it helps with the algorithm, I believe. And at the moment, the YouTube algorithm is not loving me. So if you guys don't mind doing a bit of liking and whatever else helps the algorithm, commenting and shit, thank you kindly. I'm never going to ask you guys for money. It's not my style. I don't ask for handouts and shit. If anyone can do it and they want to do it, that's up to them. My job is I'm never going to ask people to subscribe, to pay money or to become a member or to go to Patreon, or I'll ask, but I'll never say do it. That's not my style. Because especially nowadays, mate, I know that people do not have money, yeah? Some people have more money than others, and if some people might enjoy this more than watching Netflix or watching some other bullshit on TV. So if you can do it, I appreciate it. To all my Patreon and even my YouTube members, I appreciate it. But not everyone can do it, so I don't expect everyone to do it. Thank you, Sledgehammer, mate. You're a fucking legend. No, I appreciate it, mate. It's given what's happened in the last 2 weeks with YouTube and how they've literally shit all over my channel, and it could be my fault because I've slipped with the ball and I'm not as funny as I used to be, or the novelty's wearing off, whatever. I have to improve. That's fine. I'm willing to do that. But the support helps a lot, mate, so I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Sledgehammer. You're a champ. And I know that not everyone can, so I don't expect everyone to be able to fling money or subscribe to Patreon for $2 a month, because most people are struggling to pay their bills, including myself. But anyone who can, I generally appreciate it. Even a like or a share or a comment all helps, so thank you very much.
I'd like to see that again. I'd like to see that one more time.
Mate, glowing, Mick, like I said, I don't expect anything. I'm never going to be the kind of guy that's going to say, hey, you assholes, you need to pay money, or you need to. No, not at all, because everyone's in their own situation. I know what it's like coming from a family where my mum was a cleaner who spoke very minimal English. My dad wasn't around. We had fuck all money. There's no way I could have given $2 a month to anybody. So I'm in no position to be asking anybody for any money from anything, because I know that the world is tough, mate, and there's a lot more people doing it tougher than I am. My only thing is, if you can and you're willing to, I appreciate it. You don't understand how much it helps, especially now. But I'm never going to be in a situation where I'm going to ask for people, because I know we're all in our own world where shit goes wrong. You need money to be able to help your own and look after yourself. So it's purely a situation, if anybody can and they're willing to, it is greatly appreciated. But there's no obligation at all. It's not my style. Fuck Oprah. Fuck Oprah and fuck The Rock. which shits me, by the way. Those motherfuckers, the Oprah and the Rock, right, have the nerve to go and ask people for money when they've got fucking probably $2 billion between them. Anyway, that's a whole different fucking story, but yeah.
One final time.
He has a certain standard of what a black belt martial artist should be, especially in Aikido. And that's somebody that has true skills and has been trained well in the basics.
I think it must have been like 3 or 4 years before I took the black belt test the first time. Maybe even 5 years.
The Dan represents an internalized understanding of the mechanics. One of the reasons that he would run a full class before the test was so that he would drain your batteries, so that he could see what do you have when you got nothing left.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that not making money from videos is awesome. I mean, I loved it a lot more before. So I was making $40 a day. Basically, on average, I was making $40 to $50 a day. Okay, just generally, all right, realistically, just a full disclosure for you guys. I got nothing to lie about. Yeah, like I've shown you my figures online. I was making maybe $40 to $50 a day as the baseline, and then when I released the video, depending on how it went, it might be 70, 75. So I was probably earning 12 to 1500 USD a month, which translates to over 2,000 Australian, which is enough for me to live in Thailand. Now I've gone to about $4 a day, right, which is nuts. I've never had that before. And on a good day when I release a video, I get $25. Last week on the live, I got $60, but that was only because of Joker Locuson and Sledgehammer again. Thank you guys because you contributed. But it's not easy. And again, I'm not doing this for any. I'm not trying to get any sympathy from everyone. I'll work my way out of it. I'll keep making my videos, and hopefully YouTube will love me again. I've got a Thailand channel that I'm going to start with my girlfriend, and hopefully, if you guys are interested, I might share that at one point, just seeing my journey in Thailand and my antics. But this was my choice. I came to Thailand to live off the YouTube earnings, and it was enough at one stage. It's probably not now. I don't know what I'll do. We'll see what happens over the next month. But mate, we've all got our own problems. Yeah, you've got your own problems. I'm not here to try and cry and whinge about shit. It's my choices I made. I got to deal with it. Yeah. I wish I was at the point where I had millions of subs and all that kind of shit, and was doing like a Charlie, what's his name, Penguin or whatever, or those kind of guys. But it's not. There's a reality to this shit. So you got to do what you got to do. Now, glowing from merch, not so much. So with the merch, it's interesting. A few people have messaged me saying, "Hey, you're getting away with using Seagal's likeness." So I've changed the merch now to remove his picture and just have the phrases. Some people have told me they don't really like the pictures anyway. It's a bit too much for them. So I'm going to keep some of them up. Merch not much, mate. I don't really push the merch. You may have noticed the last few videos, I'm not really pushing for the likes and subscribes and merch anymore. I'm trying to keep them a bit shorter. But look, it's all a learning experience for me, mate. Like, this is literally just me. What's the name of my channel? Which one? I've got 3 channels going. I've got Sensei Seagal. I've got Dunning-Kruger Dude, which is me. Again, I don't want to tell everyone because you guys might not like it, but it's my opinion about political shit and stuff in the world. It's called Dunning-Kruger Dude. I've got Sensei Gravy Seal, which is my shorts and just everything else besides Seagal. So all my stuff about balloon keepy up and extreme ironing and Hollywood dickheads. And then I've got it's called Harry and Jew in Thailand, which is me and my girlfriend. I started it, then kind of got drifted off a bit. It's hard. It's hard doing a lot of shit. Thanks, Humongous. You're a legend, mate. If anyone hasn't seen this guy, by the way, Humongous420, he's been around for a long time. I'll definitely put a post on my page, mate, at some point. He's been an OG. He's the original T-shirt winner, which reminds me, Elaine, I don't know if you're actually in this group, Mark Orahosky and Alexandria Henry. I promised you guys shirts, and they're still coming. Alexandria, I've tried twice to send to him, and it's been sent back to me. So I've literally spent like almost probably $50 on postage, and it still hasn't got to him. But I'm a man of my word, so I'll send it again, and I'll hopefully get it through this time. This shit all comes out of my pocket. Humongous was the original winner. He deserved that. Mark and Elaine, they were Etsy orderers that took a while to get their orders through, so I promised them an extra free t-shirt, and I'll get it to you. I'm just being sidetracked at the moment, but I will get it to you. I'm a man of my word, so I don't fuck around. I don't lie. If I say I'm going to do something, I'll do it. It might not be exactly as fast as I hoped, but I'll get there. I don't fuck people over. I don't lie. I'm not trying to scam anybody. I'm never going to ask you guys for handouts. I will only ever say if you can and are willing to. I'm never going to say please, please, woe is me, help me. Not my style. There's enough fucking people out there to do that shit, and I hate them.
How deep can you dig?
And basically, he shut the blinds, locked the doors, and it was pretty interesting. It was very intense.
And he always said it's so simple. You know, it's so simple, but it's so hard. You know, I mean, I tested twice and didn't get it. So, and other people tested 2 and 3 and 4 times. So it wasn't an automatic thing.
What is this shit? What are we doing here? Who created this shit?
We say if you can make it 15 seconds, 15 seconds. And that's how, you know, intense these tests were.
I have
15. Thanks, Dustin Fugati. You're a legend, mate. Thank you. I appreciate it, my friend. How many of you reckon you can last 15 seconds against the goal? I want a 1 from the men if you think you can last 15 seconds. Ladies, if there are any ladies in this group, which I doubt. How many of you think you could last against the goal 15 seconds of advances? Oh, you poor ladies. Alright, so all the boys... Okay, yeah, you reckon you're all good against the goal? Ladies, you think you got any chance or what? You think you last fucking... You think you last 15 seconds against the big man? That's a good point, Glowing. At this point, it would take him a fucking fair while to get out of his chair. Oh man, I'm trying to get my filter in my natural herb fucking... I fucked the filter up, people. I fucked the filter up. I couldn't do it with this. A lady, and I prefer death. Samantha, sometimes death is the better option, yeah? It's the least cruel option, death. In his prime. What does his prime mean? What exactly is his prime? Not sure. I don't know what prime means for Seagal. 72 could be prime for him. Alright.
seen few people pass the test their first time. And in fact, I would go so far as to say that not passing the test your first time is part of the test.
So you experience this little bit of a peace, the calm before the storm, very peaceful up until the time where he says go.
You ever notice that in this little section here, they're actually really running at them, trying to actually grab them? It's not really, but they're kind of like 60% going at them. I want to see three blokes who know what they're doing, who legitimately know what they're doing, running at Seagal. I want to see Alex Pereira. I want to see Robert Whittaker. I don't know if any of you... Actually, I should talk about people that people know more often. Okay. I want to see Mike Tyson. Who else would you guys know? I want to see Tyson Fury. And I want to see... Who else do you guys know? Just everyone might know. MMA fighter. MMA fighter everyone knows. Who's an MMA fighter everyone knows? Give me an MMA fighter that everyone knows. Heavyweight MMA fighter. I'm not going to say Tom Aspinall or anyone like that. John Jones. Anyone know John Jones? If John Jones, Mike Tyson, and a third fucker were running at Seagal, what are the odds that any of this shit's going to work? Realistically, Mike Tyson, John Jones, who's an MMA champion, and Tyson Fury. Let's put Tyson Fury in there. What are the odds, or Gordon Ryan, but let's put Tyson Fury. What are the odds Seagal has any fucking chance? Jean-Claude, let's put Jean-Claude, Michael Jai White, and fucking Mike Tyson running at Seagal. What chance does he have? See you, Humongous. Thanks for coming, brother. Appreciate it. All of you guys, if you get a chance, subscribe to Humongous' channel. He's a warped guy in a different kind of way to me. He's fucked up in his own kind of way. Tyson Jones and Fury would snatch. Exactly. That's my point.
다시 돌아올 때.
That's just down. This does this, which is what you're doing, and I'm exaggerating so you can understand. The idea is you come, I just want to go down so that when he's here next, I can be able to cut.
Yeah, that's cool. Just point where you want it to come at you, and that's all good. Yeah,
My angles.
That's what happens in the street fights. People pointing.
Once in a while,
Yeah, there are people that will say, obviously the more you practice things, right, the better you get at things. What the fuck? You're gonna caught? Yeah. Obviously, the more you practice things, the more natural it is to you. So if someone comes at you, you can do that. But there's realistically movements, and there's movements that aren't really replicated in real life. These movements are not replicated in real life. No one's really gonna come running at you to grab you. It doesn't work like that.
See, I'll turn if I want to move. If I want to move.
Oh, bring the car.
See, from here, if I don't have time to move and you're over there, this is the worst place you could be. If I don't have time to move, I have you both here. I'll either move that way, so I can take care of each other.
That is true, Mick. That is true. But under the guise of
right here,
technique, so.
this is the worst place you could be. I can throw a foot, come up in here. Where'd you come?
Whoa.
Foot,
Look at this kick.
come up in here.
Whoa.
Where'd you come?
Whoa. That's some fancy fucking shit for cigar. I've never seen that shit before.
From here. Go say nugget.
Sorry, dude.
Where'd you come?
The dawn test represents the opportunity to show that you have internalized the practice.
And the Randori is the main thing of the black belt test.
This was a lesson in fear and overcoming your fears.
The Randori is where the test, that's where the test lies.
Basically, in Tiger Sensei's way of thinking, that this is the standard of Shodan, of the black belt.
Randori is a multiple person attack.
You sit.
Alright, so Randori, for anyone unfamiliar, I speak fluent Japanese like every other language. You've probably seen in my videos, my subtitles. Randori is when a bunch of people come at you and you fight them off, which was basically what we've been seeing from Aikido. Is it real and practical in real life? Fucking of course.
On one side of the dojo, 3 guys are facing you, and when he says Hajime, begin, they just run at you full speed and just try to take you down.
In my mind, it's
Begin, they
Hold on
just
a
sit.
sec. Listen, she says they run at you full speed, straight at you. Let's watch how these 3 wankers run straight at 7, 4, 3
On
or 4.
one side of the dojo, 3 guys are facing you, and when he says Hajime,
Yeah, 3
begin, they just run at you full speed
Four.
and just try to take you down.
So 2 of them, actually all 4 of them just run straight past him. Let's just watch that one more time.
Begin, they just run at you full speed
Full speed.
and just try to take you down.
Take him down.
in my mind, it's sort of
Take
the
him
essence
down.
of the
One at a
form.
time.
That is to say,
Take
the
him
idea
down.
of the
One at
form
a
is to be
time.
able to deal with more than one attacker at a time. I mean, if you're dealing one-on-one, and certainly we train, that's how we train.
Could someone explain to me, again, maybe I wear glasses so I might be blind. Someone explain to me how in this he's beating multiple attackers at once. I feel like they're coming one at a time. Am I missing something, people, or I feel like they're all coming one at a time?
Attacker at a time. I mean, if you're dealing one-on-one, and certainly we train, that's how we train. But the idea is to finish your form ready for another attack. That is to say, finish in a balanced position. The reason for that is, I mean,
I'm not so impressed by the attacks. I'm more impressed by that fucking hair. I mean, yeah, this is obviously clearly before we got to raccoon on the head kind of shit.
Sensei was a product of sword culture, and sword culture was very seldom one-on-one. Sword culture was more often more than one attacker against a single opponent. So you have to
put your forms together. That is to say, you have to blend with one attack coming at you, neutralize that attack, and then immediately be prepared to deal with the next attacker.
Basically, you let go of everything that you think you know.
It's an exercise in freeing yourself up, of thinking about all these things, of thinking about how your knee hurts, or how this last time this guy clubbed me from the side, or any of that.
If you think, it's too late. If you take the time to make a decision, it's too late. If you hang on to that and you stand in, you think you know, or in other words, your own arrogance or egotism, if you want to call it, if you stand in that, you'll get smashed. And that's the value of the Randori, because basically when they says go, these are three guys that are one breath away from being in reality on the street. I mean, there's been situations, I think, on the street that I would want rather than this.
You can't be thinking fear, not fear, anything. Because any thought that goes through your head, it's immediately visible in your body, physically.
It's a matter of relieving yourself of having to worry about anything, and being able to deal with whatever situation they can throw at you, whatever three minds and the dynamics of three people coming at you at full.
Yo, you all remember Tybo with that Billy Blanks guy? Who, I don't know how old most of you are. I'm guessing you're all probably, if you're into Seagal, you're probably old farts like me, 40 plus. Who the fuck remembers Tybo with Billy Blanks? Remember that black dude, Billy Blanks, and his Tybo shit? I feel like Seagal is like the Tybo of Aikido. Stick training. You mean like a Kali or a Eskrima? Filipino stick training?
Speed can do.
Randori is your first opportunity to get a clue about the infinite number of ways to attack you, to grab you, to punch you, to kick you. And when I say that, I mean that they were free to do that. They could punch, grab, kick, spit, bite, whatever they wanted to do.
No one did though, motherfucker.
Of course, on the other hand, you were allowed to do that too.
No one did.
He didn't even care so much in the Randori if he even did a technique. He didn't care what it was he had to do. Whatever it was, as far as he was concerned, that was it.
You just have to do, and you have to do it very quickly.
The main thing is being there in the moment and dealing with nothing but what's there.
When you got more than one person coming at you, and they are all coming at you with the same intent, and simultaneously, you don't want to get captured, and you certainly don't want to get taken to the ground.
You're all rolling around like dickheads. Look at you, you're all
In that
toppling around
instant,
like bitches.
he wants you to think, this is life and death. These guys are going to kill you. If they get you, you're dead.
Once they hit you, I mean, you realize this is for real. And it gives you an opportunity.
Fucking Tank Abbott. I remember Tank Abbott for sure from the UFC. Tank Abbott. That guy had bitch tits. It was great though. It was a sloppy bitch, but he could swing.
To understand what letting go is all about.
The world doesn't change for anybody. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a baby. The world doesn't change. The evil doesn't change. All those things that we have to face don't change. Okay.
I've got a photo of Papa Seagalian tight jeans, but not spandex.
The way we can teach anybody is by being real. All right. If you can stand up, that's good. If you falls.
Let's take a moment, Seagalians. If you've got a drink in front of you, let's take a cheers together. Cheers to you all. If you're more on the inclined to smoke something, totally natural, of course, and legal. Cheers to you all, my friends. I appreciate you all coming out and taking the time to have a bit of a chat and fucking watch the video together. Sunday nights is the only night I drink, and I smoke every day, but Sunday night's the only night I drink, so I'm glad I can drink with you guys. And again, I don't want to harp on like a record, but I do appreciate all you guys' support, and I do see all the comments from some of you guys that have been commenting forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Your mix, your glowings. I mean, again, if I don't mention you, it doesn't mean I don't love you. But you guys, I see you all the time. Sledgehammer, you've been a legend. Joker Locuson's not here tonight, but he's a legend as well. Mark, so many, Dude Pool, so many of you guys. Yeah, I don't want to leave any of you out, but you're all geniuses. I'll send you my OnlyFans. You know what? I was actually thinking about starting an OnlyFans in Thailand, right? This is just totally off script. I just had an idea. Of just pictures, nothing dirty, nothing sexual, of like young 18, 19-year-old Thai girls for old dudes, and just I was just going to do everything for the girls, and they just send pictures and photos to the guys, and yeah, it was an idea that I had, because, you know, guys are creeps, and there's a lot of dudes out there that are lonely, and they like young girls. Again, nothing creepy, just photos and high-end chat, but yeah, I was very high that night when I had that idea. Really high that night, and really drunk. Kind of like an Andrew Tate style, I guess, if you want to call it that. You're actually the reason I'm aware of what? I can't see the rest of that message. Of it. What's it? Smoke all day, every day. Weed is illegal in the UK. Weed's illegal in Australia too, my friend. So I was going to go to Philippines originally because it's cheap as shit. I lived in Vietnam for 4 years prior, in 2014 and 2018. And I was going to go to Philippines, but then someone said, my cousin actually, the one who passed away, rest in peace, Gorms. He said to me, he goes, why the fuck don't you go to Thailand, bro? He goes, weed's legal. You like weed? I'm like, that's a fucking good idea, mate. I should go to Thailand, and I'm glad I did. Yeah. Hey, Mel, you're a legend, mate. Mate, no one wants to buy photos of my feet. I've got fucking tinea and shit. No one wants to see my hideous feet. Women, yes, alright, but not mine. Vietnam is nice. I love Vietnam. I just had some bad experiences with a friend of mine that came over and kind of tarnished it for me, but look, coming from a Western country, I was born in Australia. My parents are from a little island called Cyprus. The background's Turkish Cypriot. Australia's a lovely country. I don't know about Indonesia. Twisted. I got no idea about Indonesia. Australia's a lovely country, but it's very expensive. The government overstepped their mark during COVID, especially, and it's very much run by politics. You can't even walk across a red light without possibly getting fined by the police. So, and it's very expensive, as I mentioned. So that's why I came to Thailand. I've been here for many, many years. Next stream is every Sunday, mate. Every Sunday is going to be Sunday Seagal watch along. So every Sunday we'll be watching something to do with Big Daddy and having a bit of a chat. But yeah, Thailand for me is a lovely country. The people are awesome. Seagal's been here and made many movies. The Asian Connection, Belly of the Beast he made in Thailand with the transgender lady. He was ahead of the time with the transgender movement, Seagal was. Yeah, look, we're pretty chill people, mate, but, I mean, Australians are alright. I can't bag Australia. It's a lovely country, mate. You get free hospital care, you get free education, you know, the people are good for the most part. You get your odd racist fuckers, but, yeah, that's like every country, you get racist people. But Thailand, mate, the people are very friendly. Everyone's very nice to me. Obviously, I found love with my girlfriend. She's a lovely girl. All the characteristics she has are perfect for me, and the kind of person that I am. And the country itself is alright, and everything was going swimmingly up until about 2 weeks ago. Can I still stay here? I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I can't get something happening in the next month or two, I'll probably have to go back to Australia and work and do YouTube at the same time. But there's a reality to shit. We can't all live the dream of making shitloads of YouTube and doing what we want. There's a certain reality and responsibility to things. When I was single, it was alright, but now I've got a significant other that I need to take care of, so yeah, it is what it is. But life's about enjoying it. Honestly, I'll tell you one thing. I literally lowered my cousin into a grave at the age of 44 a month ago. I keep harping on about it, but that's made me look at life differently. He was only 3 years older than me, but much healthier than I was. And he passed away. So for me, it's like I rushed back to Thailand to be with my girlfriend and live my life and try and enjoy myself and find that balance of the future and now. But Yeah, look, it's not easy. I mean, who knows what the fuck tomorrow holds? So you just got to enjoy yourself, yeah, and just try and live your life, because today is guaranteed, tomorrow is not. As much of a cliche as that is, today is guaranteed, tomorrow isn't. Speak of the devil, the lovely lady rocks up now to come and fix me a drink. She just grabs a drink because it was empty, and she's about to put some ice in it for me and sort it out, mate. Can't Samson, stop smoking cigarettes, mate. If you can quit the cigarettes, it's alright. If you want to keep the weed, it's all good. It's natural, it comes from the earth. I don't give a shit what anyone says. This has so much stigma around it because it's illegal, but meanwhile we let alcohol, which is man-made in a lab and destroys people really, and relationships and people in general, it's fine because it's legal. But this, and don't get me wrong, smoking excessive weed is not great, but no one king hits anybody with weed. No one really has domestic violence with weed. The only thing you attack is a packet of chips, if anything. That's about it. So, alright. Anyway,
Make them stand up again and again and again. Alright? There's no favorites in the dojo, there's no women, there's no men, there's no old people, there's no young people. You come up for Shodan, everything is the same.
sorry, just to top it. Trash for whatever the hell that is. Tobacco is natural, but not the tobacco that we get in fucking cigarettes, mate. That's not natural. That's full of carcinogens and trash. Now, maybe the weed we get nowadays is not what it used to be naturally grown, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as this shit. That's what I'll say. Nope.
It was the most serious thing I ever experienced. And I mean, even thinking about it, I get just a knot in my stomach.
Somebody that's 120 pounds is going to have a tougher time dealing with these three Mack trucks that are coming after. You know, it doesn't matter. It's what's inside, what you have, your character, and that's what's going to come out in the test.
And you're sitting there and you're trying to like prepare, and you're trying to relax your body, and you're trying to just clear your mind so that everything is, whatever it is that comes to you, can deal with it. It's hard to do. It's hard to relax. It's hard to breathe, because you've just been doing techniques and you're a little bit winded, and he can say Hajime at any time. He'll be talking like this, and then all of a sudden go Hajime, you know, and you're supposed to go. So you can't even really be listening to what he's saying.
I'm always looking at them as one. See? I'm just watching. And if I have to run, I'll stop and start. I'll come in here, make him think he's got me. Come this way. But as they grab me, one thing I'll never do is let them have me inside. What I'll always try to do is keep that myself.
Going to the ground is not the option. That's not what he's looking for.
You take.
Again, you see these blokes, they're just running around in circles. They're not actually doing shit. They're kind of just running around pretending like they're coming after him. But again, any of you blokes there that said you've had training before, if 3 of us came at Seagal, regardless of him being a black belt, what do you reckon the odds are that we'd fuck him up? Yes, Hiswell, what's going on there, mate? Dude, what's dude mean? What did Mick Norton say? Sounded a bit sus. What did you say, mate? What sounded so sus? Yeah, again, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, we could destroy him. Like, it's a reality when it comes to fighting, yeah? I don't think people understand. We make a lot of fun of people fighting on this channel, but I don't think people quite understand the reality of the actual fighting. 1 second, I'll be back. Against the average person, I'm sure Seagal would manhandle them, yeah? He's 6'5", he weighs about, well now he's old, but he weighs about 260 to 300 pounds, yeah? See, he would manhandle the average fuckwit who doesn't know how to fight but thinks they do. But against two people who have a general idea, you're not going to win. Like me and Mick, or me and Abel, or me and Ovi, whatever his name was. Sorry, bud, if I mispronounced your name. We would fuck him up. Like, it's just fact. Not sure. I'll throw you in there as well.
Is not the option. That's not what he's looking for.
You take the test and it's over in a second. If you could stay up, if you could control the three people, if you got to the point where he felt you were controlling those people, then you...
Well, he's over 300 pounds now, but probably in this, he was probably like 260, 270. I mean, I'm about 260 now, yeah. But again, I'm solid. Like I'm not slim at all. I've got size to me though, yeah. Seagal doesn't have size, but I've got fat right now. Seagal was chubby then, but he was kind of slim, but he was 6'5". So I'm going to put him at the same weight as me because he's got absolutely no muscle at all. He's got he's got the definition of whose grandma was that we were talking about before. He's got the same definition as someone's grandma that was in talking about their grandma before.
Pass. I mean, that was it. You know, you went through the fire and you came out the other side.
At the end of the day is that Hormatsova got his tooth knocked out and another got his shoulder separated, and I had gotten poked in the eye, and it was amazing. We were all over that dojo. We had jumped over the office furniture. We had come under the student benches, and chairs were knocked out of the way, and it was just incredible. As real as, you know, it could possibly get.
It's hard. It's the hardest thing I ever did.
Randori, the three-man attack, teaches you that with your will, you can make anything happen. It teaches you that no matter how bad a situation can get, it teaches you to face those situations with the right mental attitude, the right state of mind.
When you have that in your mind that at any moment your life could end, but that you don't care. It wouldn't bother you if your life ended. You can't...
I mean, listen to this lady talking about at any moment your life could end, it wouldn't matter if your life ended. She's talking as if she's in some situation where her life is on the line. You're with a bunch of people running at you, pretending to chop you. Again, lady, I don't want to be that dude, but if I just really wanted to hurt you, and I really wanted to... Me and one other bloke, any one of you boys in the chat who know how to fight or have any idea what they're doing, or are a little bit sociopathic or psychopathic, she would have no chance. I don't care how much Aikido she fucking knows. Ladies, do not fall for this shit. It is all useless. Get a gun, get a knife, balls, throat, eyes, get the fuck out. Please, that is it. Don't fall for... Even jiu-jitsu. It doesn't mean shit in the street, yeah? Jiu-jitsu's got rules to it in the cage. In the street, I can grab your head and smash it against the concrete floor. Balls, throat, eyes, gun, knife, get out.
Not be afraid to die, basically, is the mindset you have to have.
The practice of Randori kind of allows you not to think about your limitations, and it allows you to go beyond where you thought you could go before. And that is, you know, what everybody needs to be successful anyway. If you practice that.
By the way, he's just ragdolling a bunch of 5'4", 65 kilo Asians. That's all he's doing. I spend a lot of time in Thailand, yeah, and Thailand is a country where most of these motherfuckers, well, not most, but some of these motherfuckers know fucking Muay Thai, yeah? So a guy who's half my size could literally break my leg if he knows how to fight, yeah? But for the most part, most of the Asians, and I've been to Thailand, Cambodia, Japan, Vietnam, they're all quite slight individuals. They're not big. So he's manhandling essentially women-sized men. That's all he's doing.
That philosophy.
No offense to any Asians out there, but I'm just saying, like, relative to like big fucking Seagal and big white dudes, you're not that big.
Of letting go and not limiting yourself in your real life, and then you have no limitations.
Alright, before they get... Hold on. Before they get into the conclusion, I'd like to hear... I'll give my conclusion, and I'd love to hear your guys' conclusion. Conclusion, it's all bullshit. None of it really matters. It's kind of useful sometimes if someone runs at you, but I wouldn't learn it if I had a choice between that and other disciplines. That's my conclusion. Feel free to let me know your thoughts, people.
あくまで自分は小さいんだ、自分は あくまで宇宙の一つなんだというその非力さを知った時に本当の強さを感じると。
Alright, that's some profound shit. When I realize that I am just a small part of the universe and powerless against it, then I can realize what real strength is. Now, I mean, that sounds awesome. The universe, we're small, we're nothing in the grand scope of things. I get it, yep. But what does that actually fucking mean? Like, it sounds good, but somebody please, in the chat, explain to me what this actually means. Not about the sweet words, what does it actually mean? I am just a small part of the universe and powerless against it. So once you realize that you are nothing in the universe, and you can draw real strength and realize what real strength. But in the reality, what the fuck does that mean in a fight? What does this mean in a fight? El Gonzo, thank you, my champion. I appreciate it, my friend. Truly, I appreciate it. You missed all the previous parts, but your assistance helps a lot. Now again, back to the topic at hand. What does this shit mean? Shadow Broker. Dude, I don't know if that's 100 pounds or not, but that is damn. I mean, if that is literally 100 pounds, I don't know how to thank you, my friend. Like, fuck, that's awesome. That's thank you so much. I mean, that's crazy, mate. That is crazy. Jaws, welcome, my friend. I'm still kind of taken aback by that 100 pound. That's the largest contribution I've ever had. Really, mate, thank you very much. And Jaws, you're a legend too, mate. I appreciate the support, guys. Now, again, can anyone explain to me what's going on here, though? What I missed all that. What's going on? Conclusion, toast a girl a cookie and run while he ravages it, yep. Tank God smash him, yep. Like Sans with the Argos. Dutiful, legendary shit. Nihilism. 100 pounds. Well, yeah, that was awesome. I mean, I can't imagine. That guy's just a legend. Again, Shadow Broker. That's awesome. Panoramist gifted 5 Sensei Seagal memberships. I don't know what that means. Who does he give it to? Oh, so he just gives it to random people. Oh, nice. Okay. Fuck, man. Honestly, this is what I mean. So, again, I'm new to this whole community stuff on YouTube, and I just make videos. But I will say one thing: the Seagalian community, mate, it's next level. When I had that fire in Thailand, you guys all wanted to start well, not all of you, but a lot of you wanted to start a GoFundMe page for me. Not my style, like I said to you. I'm not interested in asking for handouts, but I appreciate the offer. But the fact that you guys help each other out, giving each other memberships, the 100 pounds from Shadow Broker, I mean, the 10 from here, the 20 last week from Joker, it all helps a lot, yeah. Again, I'm just a dickhead making YouTube videos that I hope you guys get a bit of fun out of. But it's more about the community that I fucking love, honestly. I watch a lot of videos from the left and the right, conservatives, liberals, whatever you want to call it. And they're all just interested in making money off each other, really, and building up hate towards each other, right? And don't get me wrong, we all have our political leanings, but one thing about the Seagalian community is they're just about helping each other and just having fun. And that is very rare nowadays. Like I said, I watch people who always have some sort of agenda where they're trying to make money, and we all need money to live. But, mate, this community is just a whole fucking different beast, honestly. Yeah. So I haven't been reading the messages, I've been talking, but Pan, you're a legend, mate. Whoever, I don't know who you grifted it to, but you're a legend. Nothing to it, but to do it. Exactly right. Patrick Ward, you're a champion, mate. I appreciate it. Like I said, it's the little things that help. Every little bit helps. I'm trying to, you know, honestly, the community here, I explained it to my girlfriend. She's Thai. She doesn't quite understand it because they've got TikTok and shit. The comments here, when I go to each of the videos and I see random people who aren't part of our community, or maybe they've joined our community, saying how the comments are awesome, it fucking really warms my heart. Because me making videos is one thing, that's fun and I love it, and it's great to make money off it and all that shit, but you guys, it's the positive comments I get from the odd person saying, man, you make my day, or mate, I had a shit day today, but your videos took my mind off it. I just had a divorce, and you're like, as cheesy as that shit sounds, it makes a big fucking difference. Like, what else is there to life if you're not fucking helping someone else? Honestly, it's just selfish existence. All this capitalist bullshit, whatever bullshit. Patrick Ward, you're a champion again, mate. Honestly, you're too good. You're too good. But if you can't help each other and you can't help a general person, what the fuck is the point of it all? Honestly, like, you may as well just die now if you can't have some kind of human interaction. And we're all different with how we interact with people, but like I said, mate, this community, it just gives me so much hope. And I watch a lot of shit on YouTube that takes away my hope, yeah, like about how people are with each other. But it's just that finding people that are still willing to just chat with each other, have fun, realize that there's enough bullshit in life and we should just enjoy each other. It's fucking awesome. But yeah, I love it when you call me Big Papa. Fung Bogs, that's awesome. Alright, let's finish this bad boy off. And then I want you guys to tell me what you want to watch next. Now, I've got some shit up my sleeve, but I want you guys to... Because we're a democracy here.
My life has been influenced a great deal by Taika Sensei's Aikido teachings. The not accepting your own limits.
If somebody were to ask me what's the most valuable lesson I've ever learned from Steven Seagal, it's that it's possible to be the lessons of Aikido.
竹先生にお会いしてからそうですね仲
Okay, since I have met Take Sensei, I have gained strength inside of me. Okay, now with this, can I say that she's talking about something dirty? You're not wearing sleeves. No, I'm not wearing sleeves, mate. It is, let me tell you why I'm not wearing sleeves, Lenny. Because right now in Pattaya, where I am, it's 29 degrees at night, mate. So, and I'm also rocking the Seagal merch. Bullshido Masters. Check the link in the description for possibly a link. I don't know if it's still there or not. Bro, it's hot as balls every night here. But anyway, since I've met Take Sensei, I have gained strength inside of me. Is she talking about deep within her loins? Thank you, Panoramist. You're a Seagal. You're a legend, mate. I like that quote. What do you think she's looking at? What do you think she's talking about? I have gained strength inside of me. Do you reckon that means? I don't know. I'm just saying. Sensei's been somewhere.
人間の内に秘める強さっていうのですか。そういうのを学びました。
I was raised by him, so I feel that he is the source.
Everything that he does is powerful.
Mentor, master,
Charismatic, loving, a great teacher.
Charismatic and loving. I don't know if those two words have ever come up as a description for Sensei Puffy Balls, but I'll take it.
Warrior, he personifies that, in my mind, the spirit of a warrior.
I'm inspired today by this man simply to become a better human being.
He changed my life. My introduction to him and my training by him has changed my life.
Show me what you got when you got nothing left. Show me what you got.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you have when you got nothing left? Show me what you got. It sounds like the Rick and Morty episodes. What have you got? Show me what you got. You know, with the planets and shit. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. Pixie fangirl. I mean, how awesome are his sideburns? That's the main thing we should be talking about, his fucking sideburns. And how does that feel, Dylan? How does it feel having Sensei inside you? I'd just like to know this. Oh, what the fuck's going on here? Oh, alright. They're all just choreographed moves of people running at him. Look how easily they fall. As if he's really, really, really breaking their limbs. Come on, I mean... thing. Martial arts are just that. They're just movements using body flow and movement. But it's all based on the presumption that someone's coming at you in a certain way. In the real world, people come at you in a number of unorthodox ways that you may not be able to deal with by grabbing their wrist or touching them softly. Kill, you're a legend, mate. Kill pie. Kill pie. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming. Yeah, next week we'll see you. Boom. See how they put that shit in... We're going to watch this again. They put that shit in slow motion as if it's something brutal. Like, we'll just watch it. Just watch it. Whoa. Whoa. Some guy ran straight into his arm. For starters, can we all agree that slow motion on anything makes everything else look more badass, yeah? Slow motion anything makes everything look more badass. Even shitty Seagal flips. Yeah, it's a hardcore gym, Mark. It's fucking hardcore. Yeah, can we all agree that the badass, like, ending track is better than the whole fucking preceding show? Documentary. Okay, I don't want to bag BJ Carlisle because he's dead. He died 25 years ago, so it's fair enough to make fun of him. But he's hugging Seagal. I mean, there's love there. I like the respect. I can't bag that, but it's also kind of, you know, I want to bag that a little bit. I want to kind of give it shit, but I don't, because if BJ Carlisle was alive, I'd feel a lot less worse about giving it shit. All right, now what do you guys want? What do you guys want to watch next? Because my plan was to watch a Space Ice thing together. I don't know if we can get away. We could probably get away with watching a Seagal movie. If you guys are, I mean, it's going to be another hour and a half. I don't know if you guys are down to watch hour and a half of Seagal movie. We can try it together. We can try an episode. How about Lawman? We could try an episode of Lawman together. I've got that shit on my computer, so we can watch. If you guys want to watch an episode of Lawman together, give me a 1. If you want to try and watch a movie together, give me a 2. If you got another suggestion, let me know. That's what I'm running with. What do you think? R.I.P. BJ. Space Ice is awesome, man. So we're going with 1 for a Lawman episode, 2 for Seagal movie, 3 for Space Ice. How about we do that? Alright, let's start with that. Belinda Carlisle. So we're going with Lawman. Okay, we're going with looks like Lawman's winning. Hey, if you guys, how are we, by the way? So I don't have my my hard drive here, but I've got I've got literally over almost, I think it's almost up to 300 gigabyte of Steven Seagal media. Cock Punch trailer. I made a short about Cock Punch Twisted. I've actually got a short about it. Alright. Number 2. What was number 2? Number 1 was a Seagal. We're going with Lawman. Alright, we're going with Lawman. And where the fuck did I put it? Alright, give me a minute. Well, let's sort shit out. Occupy yourselves. Talk about Seagal for a minute. Oh, fuck. Alright. Fucking find this fucking swearing too much. This is definitely going to be demonetized because of all my swearing, but thanks to Shadow Broker and a few other legends, including, I wish I could find them all, but they don't turn up. I know. Alright, I've got, thanks to also Keel Pie. Keel Pie is an interesting name. Panorama Tint. Not only did he contribute $2 Canadian, but he actually gave away memberships, which is legendary. Patrick Ward, thank you very much also. Patrick Ward twice, actually, was a bit of a legend. Yeah, 5 Sensei memberships was pretty legendary, I gotta admit. But anyway. Sit tight with me. What were we doing? We're doing Lawman. Completed vids. So this is... I'm guessing... Can you guys see all this shit, yeah, on my screen? Is that how it works? I don't understand how this shit works. Imagine one of us doing a PSG and Cigar throughout the trailer for My Ninja. Alright, let's watch the 9 Ninja for Humongous. So Humongous 420. Fuck, how am I going to find it, bro? You sent it to me on... Humongous 420, again, was one of my older supporters, so I'm going to do him a solid right now, and we're going to watch his stream. There's not a lot of us in here, but it'll do. The guy's a bit fucked up in his own way, but it's worth having a watch. Notice the American Ninja reference. Alright, Humongous, this is for you, my man. Alright? Done.
These ain't my memories.
No, these are not your memories. These are the memories of your hands.
Okay, right there. Anyone who knows American Ninja knows that yeah, well done, Dylan. Thank you, mate. He was a legend. Anyone who got a free membership from a couple of blokes, Panoramist and someone else. I'm sorry, mate. I can't go back far enough to see if it was someone else. But Panoramist and someone else gave a free memberships today. So please thank them if you got a free membership. It doesn't really get you a lot. Sometimes I release videos early. I didn't even know YouTube membership was a thing because I've got Patreon, but I will start releasing videos to members before I start releasing it to everyone else and little bits like that. So thank you very much to anyone who did give out memberships. Also, back to the trailer, American Ninja reference. Notice the great use of, I'm guessing, Adobe After Effects.
These ain't my hands. I knew I shouldn't have trusted that sushi bar surgeon.
Oh, black man, do you not understand? You have the hands of my former apprentice, the ninja that I was training.
This is some serious kung fu-ry.
And so it begins. Why, you want to fight me, you bit?
So obviously our boy Humongous is off his fucking tits. Custom emojis. What's custom emojis? How do I do that, Mark? I didn't even know about that. I can do a custom emoji. Okay, interesting.
Join the Ninja Union.
What kind of shit is this? You for real?
Wait a minute.
I love. By the way, I love the not just the Putin facials, right? Let's appreciate the Putin facials, but also the way it kind of changes.
What shit is this? You for real?
Wait a minute. Yes, if you're familiar. Could it be?
I'm not gonna lie, Humongous. Most of this shit is just trippy as balls and makes no sense to me at all. But I do love the little details, like the Putin faces changing and the Kim Jong-un cameo. The rest of it's just fucking strange as fuck to me, and you're a different kind of stoner to me. But it fucking cracks me up in a different way.
I ain't no ninja. I'm a samurai, fool. I'm black man, saving mankind, one stereotype at a time.
Seagalian mergers would be awesome. Oh. Dude, what the hell's the last 25 seconds about? Is it all just fucking credits, is it, or what?